Oh, I messed this puppy up. Hi, Fuzz. Hi, Scooter Mom. I'm trying to figure out what the heck did I just do wrong. And I had to turn it down. Because I was going to sign in to sign into chat, and now I can't get at it. Lets me get out. But now it can't. Um, okay, what happened? Why has it been such a day? You can watch from my phone if I have to. What girl save? No, 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 no. What? Oh, mm, mm. Ah, okay, it came back. Oh, oh God, did I not get that either? Let's see. New update on my phone messed everything up. I'm sure. No, I didn't get it. No, no. I know, isn't this a great luck feed? No, no. Yeah, so I didn't get it. Ever since I did the update, I haven't been getting all my messages. Sorry. Hello. My legs started hurting big time about half an hour ago. I don't know what I did to it. It was doing really well all day, and now it's not. And I've got to work tonight. And at least I got where I can elevate it. Oh, and was finding out what was going on with mom, the other mom. Um, no memorial, scattered. It's mom, but sort of got stuck with that. Bang, bang, bang. Let's just put it this way. Okay. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Dove. Let's see. Listen to. I have no clue. I've been out of it for like 10 seconds. Feels like 10 seconds. As usual, sir. No, this hand. This hand. I have no clue what my bangs are doing, but I have time to fix them. This way. Okay. Anyway, I will not read. Okay. Hello, Dove. Hello, Scare Mom. Hi, Fuzz. Hi, Kathy. Okay, fill me in later. Okay. I did go to Becky's and heard that Laura screamed at her in public because she was talking to the public defender. Your facial expression's trying to sound my mom trying to figure out her phone. It wasn't the phone. I was trying to figure out, it was trying to go through my text messages going, what did I miss this time? Because I was hanging out or talking to the BFF a lot this morning because certain things make me appreciate her at times when I think she's driving me crazy. So, Fuzzy Fraud Scooter Papa Cat. That sounds like, what were you talking about? Felt like since my legs started hurting really bad, it's like the brain has been slowly um coming out of my ear. And like I said, I have to resist the urge to have um a lot of energy, which I've got a lot of energy. That's what I get for eating rocks for breakfast. That's all I could figure. My favorite thing in the world to eat for breakfast is grape nuts. I call them rocks. Well, everybody calls them rocks but me. So Papa Cat got me a box. And I was gonna see how well it worked on my um sugar levels over the day during the day. So because I've sort of gotten bored with waffles with peanut butter and jelly. I knew that kept me going because it also had protein, blah blah blah. Maybe I'll make little rock piles or I don't know. Becky said she never even talked to the public defender. She talked to the ADA, which she had a right to do. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean the public defender. I meant the ADA. Ooh, no, 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 no. Okay. I did not mean the public defender. I meant the ADA. Sorry. Which, yeah, she definitely does have a right to do. That's why I thought it was bizarre that she was being screamed at in public. Um, Becky spoke with the DA. She was accused of talking to Scientology lawyer Kendrick Moxon. I was wondering who the hell Moxon was, the Scientology lawyer. Why the hell would she be talking to the Scientology lawyer? What the F? Oh, to say that she's Scientolab, right? No. Yeah, actually, you know what? I think I might do that. I've never had my rocks in yogurt, but I know that people eat rocks with yogurt. So, and grape nuts is my favorite, favorite breakfast food. So, um, maybe that's what Papa Cat should get on the way home is some um raspberry yogurt, Chobani, and I can see tomorrow how it is. So yeah, let me change my mind here. She did not talk to the public defender. There's no reason she would talk to the public defender. She was talking to the ADA, the district attorney. And all she was doing was probably saying her real piece. And because Becky is not known to lie at all. So I was watching the beginning of Becky's, and then I went over to MLH, and that felt like going to a speakeasy during Prohibition. It was so much fun. It's so wrong. I'm gonna hang out there more often. Thank you, Papa Cat. Yeah, I think Chobani's Greek yogurt. It's some kind of it's yummy. I love yogurt, so I actually when I can remember, I drink kefir. So my brother started me on that in the 70s. Ah, that's how shit gets all stirred up, misinformation and rumors. Right. That's why I said, I'm taking it all back. She did not talk to the public defender. She did not talk to. I don't know why she would talk to a Scientology lawyer, and she said she didn't. She did talk to the ABA. And then Lara lost her mind and was picking on Becky, making up some things of why didn't you try to talk to Scott and everything else. And it's like, okay, what is it? Something new and exciting that nobody's heard of before? I remember when all that crap was happening because I did a live from the middle of um, a major traffic jam in San Francisco where I didn't move for 45 minutes. And I got on and was just like, oh, hell no, blah, 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 blah. It was all about Becky. It was like, what the fuck is wrong with these people? So, yes, I am saying these are not rumors. I heard them from herself, and it was not to cause shit. So, grape nuts and shredded wheat was all we were allowed to have growing up. I didn't have my first sugar cereal until seventh grade sleepover. Ah, shredded wheat. Yeah, I know the shredded wheat. My mom didn't know that life had sugar in it, so I could have life too. Problem is it just it turns into like concrete. Fills on itself. uh, she never talked to Moxon or Jennifer, but that's what she is now being accused of. No, she didn't. Like she said, she didn't even know who Moxon was. I didn't know who Moxon was. Um, so it's bull. It's bull. That's what it is. It's like stay off Becky's butt. She'd never talked to Moxon or Jennifer. She said that on her stream. I think she said it on MLH's stream. And I'm saying it for her on my stream. It's like she didn't even know who Moxon was. So how could she talk to him? God, people, stop it. Scott's people, stop it. Stop it. Stop picking on other people when you don't know what's going on. If you really want to know what's going on, go on to the person's stream themselves, put it on 2 times, and get to where you want to hear it. And if you don't hear it, then it didn't happen. Now did it? Stop causing crap. It's not going to help anybody in the end. All it does is make for a lot of unhappy people and misinformation. And the person that's being accused of it going, what the hell? How in the hell can I fix this? So, you know, the person who knows what they said. And if you don't want to believe it, then don't, but leave her alone. Leave them alone. It's not worth it to cause crap. Karma will get you. That's the thing. None of us will get you. Karma will. You'll wonder why. It's because you were playing in a sandbox that was already dirty. So stick with the people you like, stick with the people you trust, and leave everybody else alone. It's not going to help anything. And I personally know, because I was a mean girl growing up. Karma gets your ass back. It does. If you don't believe in it, I'm sorry, but it will, and you won't know why then. So stay away, stay out of it, You don't know what you're doing, don't know what you're talking about, and there's nobody to defend because Scott couldn't defend himself. Okay? Thank you. Yes, No Face has kittens. Oh, you're here? Oh my God. You're here, Sean? Let me see. Let me see. I'm going back. I'm going back. Uh, I went to check on. Yay! No, Sean, you just haven't been around. I actually went to go. I must have Beetlejuiced you. I went and checked your feed, and you hadn't had the cats on in a few days. Where are my kittens? No Face is a wonderful daddy to his kittens. He has a litter now. Yes, definitely a kitten alert. The kittens must be kittening. Yes. Of course I miss you. Are you kidding? I'm so used to you. You're so the easiest, like, um, Sybil to like juggle on the planet. It's fun. Then he called her a Scientology simp. Oh my God. What Scott did? I mean, come on. We know it's the only other person who's using infantile phrases in a large where people can see him is the president, okay? And that doesn't sound good, does it? Do you really want to be equated with that man now? Simp. That that sh- that word is so that word is so 40s, okay? I'd expect to hear it in an old movie, not in a modern time, okay? Listen to me. I'm all riled up. I did lurk on the PJ Unplugged stream and jammed while doing chores. Okay. And yes, No Face, we miss you. You're one of my first people. Come on. Hi, hi, how are you today? Just finished another interview for another job. Ooh, is it that good or bad? Yay or nay? Um, that was a mess. Oh, whatever you were doing. Oh no, karma, it may not be instant at all, but you know what? It could be years from now that you're like, the minute you think, what the hell? Oh, that's what you did. And like I said, I was a mean girl and I got paid back for it a few times. Okay. It took a while. Sometimes it took up to 10 years, but boy, did I get paid back for every horrible thing I did. So hate ages you too. If you've ever wondered, hate does age you. I don't know what it is, but if you look at people um who mainly deal in hate, they age weirdly. And they can age from perfectly looking person to, oh my God, you look really bedraggled. It's something, there's got to be some kind of like study about hate because, I'm not the only person who notices. Everybody notices that hate just makes you not even ugly, it makes you age. It ages what you have. And yes, I keep adjusting, I'm sorry. Um, Hate is an ugly thing. And so it doesn't necessarily make you ugly, but it makes you older. There isn't any moisturizer out there that'll change that. So it is something I don't understand why people have in their bodies is hate. Hate isn't worth it. Um, I want to hold on to what little cute I have in my life. We have always thought about it. So once I got past being a mean girl and looked 24, I stopped aging about 24. And don't look my age now, but I don't hate. It's not my thing. I don't like it. Hate makes a person smell bad too. I don't know what it is about hate, but it changes the molecular system in your body. And you can just tell when people are mean and people are hateful. Let's see. Hmm. Do you think the interview went well? They're in a hurry, so we'll know in a hurry. Good. Oh, soda. Hey, soda. Uh, there's nothing he can do, too. I can't. It's like you can't put him next to a microphone and purr. I've got to come up there. I don't know how I'm going to do it without pissing off my family. Because then I'd only want to see certain ones in my family, and the other half of my family get pissed off. Maybe I can sneak up there. The family I want to see, my aunt wouldn't say anything. She'd pretend she didn't even know I existed. Hmm. Let's see. Sending scritches. Oh, soda, my baby doll. When I'm with my nephews, I won't allow them to start a sentence with "I hate." Yeah, no, it's. I stare at people's faces. I'm one of those people who make eye contact, make people uncomfortable by accident. And you can see it. You can see, and especially like Rocky Horror, the goth world, protesting. You just, I'm one of those people, I'm an empath. I'm a pathetic empath. I walk up to people on the street and say, it'll be okay. So it's like, I can see it from the get-go. It's like, what's up is practically my high. And then people find themselves saying things when they don't want to. It's very famous for somebody to go, oh, da 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 da, and I'm like, I'm not gonna say anything, don't worry. So I see it, I guess. I don't know why. Top Chat's favorite 80s shows were Webster and Supertrain. Hello, Adam. Top Chat eats pizza with a fork. Oh my god. Oh yeah, we can't do Hello Fresh tonight. Ooh, we'll talk. Let's see, because I have to be dressed by 8. I have to leave here at 8. So, and I have to put on, actually, I don't know what it is. It's a semi-Folsom Street Club fuzz. Let's see. La 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 la, not that Playland. I hit the cap lock. I may be on longer than an hour because there are actually a few things I want to talk about, which is going to be really weird that I'm actually talking. Reading, hold on. That's about Cat Club. That's not what I wanted. Hmm. It starts out with, "Hello, pervy players. PlayXland is a new BDSM kink fetish night hosted by Cat Club in partnership with Wicked Grounds and the Leather Alliance in San Francisco." Hmm. It's not that intense. It sounds that intense, but those clubs have not been that intense for probably about 15 years. It's a fun place. The predecessor to it, I took someone I was fooling around with who was the manager of the district and spanked him. But hey, while he was in a suit. But hey, that's the old me. So yeah, that's what I'm doing tonight. So I get to see a lot of people dressed up funny, and I'll just go, do you clean that leather? Yeah. I took Top Chat as a facts of life kind of evil. I've been pinned and am being excessively intensively hurt. You go, soda. Do it. Soda, soda, soda. Soda missed you. Yes, he did. There are 4 things I hate. People who hate, people who contradict themselves and people who can't count. 23 years, man, 23 years. Top chat emails Rod Dreher about the reality, the demonic possession via SpongeBob cartoons. That made me feel like I took bad drugs there, okay? Molly Ringwald was my doppelganger when I was in high school. Oh my God. Or I was hers. Suppose it depends on how you look at it. Oh my God. You either were chased by guys or repelled by guys. Because the consensus in my world was that Molly Ringwald was hot. So, top chat let L. Ron Hubbard pee on right a shaft. And oh, okay, now to get semi-serious for 10 minutes. I swear it shouldn't last longer than 10 minutes. Um, oh, leg has done better today. I have energy. Well, that took care of that. But having it propped up seems to be helping. So, uh, oh, so I watched the study Clearwater thing today because I wanted to get myself going where I'm doing Scientology in the morning and um, the orange balloon at night or in the evening. And night should be spent watching. What was I watching last night? Chernobyl, as Papa Cat calls it, fluff. It's a fluff for night. Um, so watching. Ka, did you give soda? Did you send a soda to me? I swear to God, there's a hair in my lipstick. Is this how you get back at me? Ah, I don't know. Um, she was yours. Okay. Ka, your Facts of Life season one. Top chat, let everyone have a pee on him. I'll find the picture and send it to you. Okay. Yes, definitely. I looked like Annabella Llewellyn. Is that her name? From Bow Wow Wow. I framed the picture and sent it to you. Top chat gets around. Molly Ringwald also a cool doppelganger in the Jordache Basics commercials. Ah, I've seen the pic at Carrie Ann. Yours shared it before dead Ringwalder. Top chat thinks Plato's retreat was a philosophical thing. So anyway, I'm watching the work session. I think they called it a work session for Clearwater. And the one guy, he's a pastor, I think, he did the presentation. And so other people were coming to talk. And there was this one guy came to talk and um, gave a little blurb about it. And then one of the council members, I swear, sounded like he was condescending to a black man. It was really weird. He's just asking him questions like, um, is this what you really think? And it's the way he says it too. Was this what you really think? Or did somebody give you the idea? And I'm just like, I was doing things. I just turned around and went, what? And the guy answers, and then he goes, you sure you haven't changed your mind? And it was that nails down the chalkboard. I'm like, who the hell is this guy? And what the hell does he think he's doing? This is freaking 2025. Um, and then uh the pastor or the guy who came up with the idea, no, I think it's just a developer, came in and he was like, so you're basically trying to say, did he get paid for this? He's trying to like cut him off, but the guy whose name is Ryan Cotton starts doing this. He's such a, oh my God, a-hole. He's talking down to all the black people who talk like, like Miss Thing doesn't need any help. She can answer her own questions. Don't you think? Can you answer your own questions, Missy? That's what it came to me as. It just, oh my God, I swear to God, it was like grabbing me by the tail if I was a cat and just going backwards. I'm like, how dare you do this? This is 2025. And what the hell is wrong with you? They went around a couple of times because the guy who has been presenting it was just like, dude. And I think he even asked at one point, the guy Cotton asked if he was getting paid for it. Or no, developer went, you want to ask him if he's getting paid for it, right? He's not. He was totally Scientology bozo. And it was like, the hell is wrong with you? I was just, ooh. I sent him an email that said, Dear Mr. Cotton, I was watching the work session this morning on YouTube, and I did seem to have an uncomfortable feeling that you were talking down to the African American speakers. Please look closely at speakers in the future, whatever race they are, and try not to condescend to them. I say this as someone who grew up in a formerly important black city. I also think that not having a memorial in a part of the city where African Americans weren't, according to the council living there, is rather strange. Thank you so very much. Want to hear what he wrote back? Let's see how fun this will be. I'm doing this blank, so hold on. Hold on, let me get the chat up. Thank you for taking the time to watch the recent work session and for sharing your concerns with me. I appreciate your perspective and the sincerity behind your message. I also BCC'd Aaron. I want to be clear that I hold every resident, regardless of background, in the highest regard. It's never my intention to speak down to anyone, and I regret if my tone gave that impression. My role on council requires me to ask difficult questions. They weren't difficult questions, they were ridiculous questions. And challenge proposals when I believe they met deeper scrutiny. They merit deeper scrutiny, but I understand how delivery can matter just as much as intent. It angers me to think that our African American community could be used as a means to an end. See, still condescending BS. It's like, dude, ugh. Any frustration I can think of or tone would have been pointed at Mr. Gibbs. Bull. It was pointed at Mr. Williams. That's the one that got my attention. I was very clear about why I addressed Mr. Gibbs the way I did. It was Williams. During my time with his team, he repeatedly interrupted others, including his own team members and me, while they were speaking. At one point, he even told his own wife, that is enough. It's not my fault I talk to these people like this. It's his fault. I'm well informed on the proposal. Calling out Mr. Gibbs was the least I could do to address this ongoing behavior. He was talking down to Mr. Williams, not Mr. Gibbs. Mr. Gibbs got involved because he was talking down to Mr. Williams. I also encourage you to watch Thursday night's meeting. I've been informed of a significant development on an endorsement from the African American community. There may be far more beneath the surface than you realize. No, there are people who don't agree with it because they're trying to do other things, and the memorial itself is something that's sort of jacked up with the other things in front of the other things. So yes, it's not just why is it this crap I don't get? Why does it have to be the African American community? One of the big things they were talking about the memorial being downtown where Scientology wants it, and he actually said a lot of nice things about Scientology. Was that they didn't live there or they weren't there, so it wasn't. So why would the memorial be there? Wouldn't it be where the you know old black neighborhood was? And if I remember right, it's been developed already, and that's what one of the people said. So putting it there wouldn't be a problem. And I didn't know you can only have a memorial in the black neighborhoods. Growing up in Oakland, no, it's not the way people think. As for the discussion around the memorial, I agree that it's important we honor and recognize the African American history of our city in a way that is both meaningful and appropriate to the community it represents. That's why I've supported alternatives that more directly reflect and connect to the neighborhoods where that history lived and breathed. Thank you again for reaching out and for being engaged in Clearwater's future. So, okay, so if we did that in Oakland, you could only have a memorial on 98th Ave because that's a heavily black neighborhood. And then it could only be in West Oakland on MLK because that's the other heavily black neighborhood. It's going to happen around Lake Merritt because, that's where a lot of people go. And that's where a lot of people would be exposed to it and introduced to the black neighborhoods that have disappeared because of Jim Crow. But hey, you don't understand, do you? It's just, and then he sat there and blew smoke up Scientology's butt about how they deserve that spot and blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. While the other people were like, but this, there isn't anything that's been um, proposed for now. And the, places that they do have now are not being opened and making the downtown more viable. The downtown is just one coastland that has one or two different, restaurants. It's like, yeah, now that we've gone back and told everybody and maybe even done what they did in LA, which was in, oh God, don't know LA very well. Well, South Central. From there, they built a community center and help people out as long as they listen to lots and lots of Scientology. And the people in the neighborhood don't like it. So basically, they move into a neighborhood, they put a community center there. They pretend that they're helping them out, and the people in the community around the community center don't like it. That seems classic. It really does. So maybe they've told them that they're going to build them a community center. They have the money for the building. Um, so that they'll help out. They don't. They do it so superficial, it's ridiculous. So then they have a building where they can build onto or pretend that they're doing it. This is stuff I've seen over the year that I've been doing this. Oh my God. That's soda helping. Oh God. That's awesome. So yeah, I throw myself into this because it was just he was being such a condescending little B word. Let me see. Let's go back down. Um, okay, pictures. Plato's retreat was a philosophical thing. Is it just me, or could this room use a dash of more pink? Just a little. He was condescending. I told you. Yeah, he was. I mean, oh my God. It made me think of a bad Southern BS crap. Hello, innocent shenanigans. Oh, but as a first responder whose partner is black, he understands CBF. Is that his thing? It's like, whatever. The entire Tampa Bay area has a lot of reparations to make. I bet they do. They've been building it on top of black cemeteries for years. At least people moved them over to Colma. That's why Colma's got so many dead people. That's what San Francisco did. So, okay. All I have to say about it being 2025 is, oh my God, I can't say that. Whatever it is, Fuzzy, it's shameful. Yes, he really treated people like they were his bitches. He did. He did. I'm just sitting there stunned going, this is being live cast, Dodo. I need to forward this to Aaron. And he's being condescending, typing this back to me. So, you know, I'm just like being, I'm just looking at it, just going, wow. And it wasn't Mr. Gibbs who was talking, it was talking to Mr. Williams, and Mr. Gibbs butted in because he knew that with that Cotton was being a condescending, you know, um, Mr. Williams probably was older than him too. And he was just like, dude, you're talking to him like you're talking to your child's friend. And that's really, really rude. So, right, Adam. Adam learned Google Translate. Hello. Hi, hi, hi. It's too bad Ryan Cotton doesn't look at Scientology with the same scrutiny. If that's an understatement. I sort of wanted to say he probably isn't even old enough to know anything about civil rights. And that's why he talks to him that way. Um, Cotton has a way with words like a wizard, maybe even Grand Wizard. I can understand that one, Adam. Uh, it's not out of the realm in that area. Oh, I bet. I saw his pointy hat hovering over his. Oh my God. He's full of shit. Yes. Hi, Lupita. I think there should be educational status counter programming all over the country. File every Nathan Bedford Forrest put up a Fannie Lou Hamer. I know what I'll be doing for the rest of the day. Um, so yeah, that letter was. I just wanted to say it. I wanted to make sure it got said. I didn't include Scientology. I didn't include my race on purpose. Um, encouraged to watch Thursday. So I wonder what's going to happen tomorrow. Um, Aaron and Natalie are going to be doing reaction video real time. So I'm definitely going to watch it. And it's at 3. Oh my God. So I guess mine tomorrow will be, I will not be doing tomorrow for the Clearwater meeting because who knows, maybe I will be doing a reaction. No, I'll be in Aaron's um feed making comments because I just like how he just says, well, you know, half of the African American community doesn't like what the other half is doing. It's like that's called humanity, dude. And what if you bring that out? I can just see him doing this, pulling the crap that he's pulling. I can just picture him saying that Mr. Gibbs is just playing, just getting some Uncle Toms and going out there and blah 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 blah. It's like no, don't work that dude. That he didn't do it as a condescending thing. He did it because, yes, he didn't want Scientology, but he brought up a different idea that actually could be something positive instead. So he had the means to do it, and he talked to those people about it. And the weirdest way to come along that was, well, they didn't live there, or that wasn't historically black area. You know what? So what? All the other historically black areas have been taken. So let's do this one. And someone brought it up too, that it's blocking the way to the beach. if they wanted to take the street too. It just it was such a wrong pick. And to, cut the street off. Aaron said when they have something going on, they can put in for permits. It's just so weird. North Greenwood is the historically black neighborhood in Clearwater. Okay, cool. Hi, Dusty. I'm talking about the work thing yesterday and how Cotton was talking down to the black people who were making comments. I sent him an email that said it was just like it was a small email. It was like 3 letters, and telling him that maybe he shouldn't be talking to people like that. Um, I sent a copy to Aaron. I'll send him a copy of mine. If you want to play replay crew, I read the email he sent to me that he sent to me within 2 hours. So he answered that. I wonder if he answers other people that fast. Hmm, interesting. And he didn't know that I sent it to Aaron. It was a blind copy. So, he said to watch Thursday night's meeting. I've been informed of a significant development on an endorsement from the African American community. So 10 to 1 Scientology promised them something, so they'll come and be against it. And yes, most people can be bought with something else, but they probably promised something that they did to Inglewood in Los Angeles, which was a community center that was rather weird. One of the LA protesters who doesn't protest anymore was from that area, and she actually drove by it one night and I saw it and I asked her about it. So yeah, this really pretty community center in Inglewood, which is not a nice place. It's like the way they do these to poor communities is amazing. So it's not blocking access to the beach. Somebody else said it was if they blocked the street, if they took the street itself, it would block a convenient way to get to the beach. Scientology has done F all the North Greenwood community. I know. So it's I know I've accidentally thrown myself into this, but I can just see this. The condescension could definitely be heard in his tone of voice. Yes. Yes. And then doing the usual God thing. And it's like, don't pull out doing what's best for God thing. You know what? If you were doing what's best for God, you'd really be helping people out instead of trying to help out another um, religion who doesn't believe in Jesus and was started by a man who was heavily in the occult. Uh, which also got shown to me because I was watching something last night. I wish I could remember these things. I should have written it down. Let me see. What was I watching? Since I can now do this. Oh, wait a minute. I just reminded myself. Ah, I will pay you later. It's my ad blocking. I was one of the first people in it. How can I pop this up? Oh, I can't without my last name in it. Yeah, bummer. Yeah, no, I can't. Okay. So was me. Now, what was I watching? Where's history? Here I am. What was I watching last night? No, that was not it. Yesterday. Chernobyl. I can't. Who was this? It was the Cult of Scientology put on by Billion. That's what I was watching when I found out that it was a lot. He was a lot more into the OTO than I thought. Um, they're so gross and obnoxious. I'm surprised they didn't send Pat Harney. Editorial note: I hate phone keyboards. You're not allowed to hate anything, remember? It makes you old. Or it ages you. Don't hate. Scientology isn't a religion, but if it was, its only faith would be in controlling members' money. That's who their God is money. But yeah, the Jesus thing, the God thing, was watching Brainwash, the Cult of Scientology on Philion. Actually, can I show that? Yes, that I actually can show. That's what I was watching last night was this Brainwashed. So, and that they brought up um his cult thing. That one. And brought up his cult thing. And that's when I found out that he was a lot more involved with the OTO than I knew. I belong to the OTO. I actually talked about it once. And I put a lot of niceties in it and explained how I belong to it. Um, Scientology only has PayPal elections. Yep. And his manner of speaking definitely was superior and dismissive. Yes, it was. That's why I was just like, dude, you're really talking like this where people are watching on YouTube. You do realize that this sounds horrible coming out of your mouth. It sounds very stereotypical, what you would think, excuse me, that a white person on a city council talking down to a black presenter would sound like in 2025. You wouldn't expect that in public. Um, hi, Zila Det Riddle. What is, yeah, what is that? Kiflian? It's the greeting of Croft. I am part of the Epsilon program. Okay, cool. Hi, good vibes. Um, I even said it too because Aaron and Natalie brought it up on her live this afternoon that because even they were like, I didn't know he was in the occult that much. He was an OTO. Okay, time for important stuff. Tie dye, the foggy tie dye I made didn't come out all that great, so you can pick from the 8 I made or wait till the next batch. I'll wait for the next batch, dear. I can wait. Well, if you want to leave your cult at Zila Tree Triddle, you've come to the right place. Yes. Um, so yeah, I put in their live feed that I spent a short time in the OTO, and you wouldn't believe why I left. The official reason, or to me, why I left the OTO was that I did not want to be worshipped. How's that? I know it sounds weird, but it sort of made me um, very uncomfortable to be worshipped because they wanted to make me a Mother Earth idol thing. Um, Epsilon program is GTA Scientology. Ah, no, we are an anti-Scientology group for sure. And I can add on to it that I had belonged to the OTO for about 6 months, and I left because they wanted to make me a Mother Earth um, worship person. It was not my thing. I did not want to be put on a higher level than everybody else when I had just joined. So I really didn't even know anything. I think I went through the first level. I can't find my OTO paper. Um, I think the ex took it. He came to visit after we broke up, and I think he took it. The frame was still there. And then the whole frame disappeared. So I will look for it again. Um, because that's also where my divorce paper was. It was the 90s. I put my divorce paper in that frame and had it next to my bathroom or next, I had a master bathroom, bedroom, and the basin was outside of the shower and commode. So I had it up there so I could look at it because it was my divorce paper and it was cool, right? So when I got my certificate from the OTO, I put that up in there in front of my divorce paper in this silver frame. So when I left the OTO, I think I put the frame somewhere, or I hadn't even taken it down yet. And my ex came because he's the one who got me in the OTO. When my ex came over to pick up some stuff, I think he took it from the frame, and I hadn't noticed um, until I was moving. And then when I was moving, I put the frame, just never unpacked it, and didn't notice that my OTO wasn't in there. So um, went to go look for the frame, and I couldn't even find the frame. So I actually have a reason to go through all those boxes I haven't gone through before because I got to see if my frame is there and if my OTO um, first level course, something, whatever it was, is in there. So this is interesting. Um, saying hi to Adam, big giant head. Okay. The only cult leader I would follow in GTA is L. Ron Bennington. GTA. Ah, isn't that Grand Theft Auto? I guess I don't play video games. GTA is a video game, and the Epsilon program is a satirical parody of Scientology inside the game's universe. Okay, thank you, Mr. X. My ex was a total unknown. It's amazing how many of those things I don't do, isn't it? So yeah, officially I left the OTO because I did not want to be a idol. IDOL. Isn't that weird? My life is so strange sometimes. I got 40 tie-dyes all done. Who wants a tie-dye? How much are you selling them for, Dusty? He's a great tie-dyer. My little brother, what I call Dusty, his tie-dye is amazing, and I'm totally shilling for him. I admit it, because it was just, I am willing to wear one, and I don't like tie-dye. Dusty's a deadhead and does tie-dye, which is nothing to like. But he was showing off his tie-dyes the last time he did it, and I was amazed and told him he can make me a tie-dye, and just as long as he makes a goth tie-dye for me, and I will wear it. And he had asked me for my size yesterday, and I said medium, and he said, "Isn't that a little small?" And I'm like, "I'm shrinking. I've lost, technically, if you go from my first date, uh my highest, I've lost 45 pounds. If you go by what the doctor's going by, I lost 35 pounds so far because I'm on Wegovy because of my diabetes. She didn't like the fact that I had type 2 after 25 years of being um, pre-diabetic. I went from pre-diabetic to whoops. So she put me on Wegovy. I'm on it for 3 more months, 2 more months, and then I will be taken off of it, and I will have to try to learn how to. Um, she'll put me on another GLP-1, just not Wegovy. She does not like Wegovy. She doesn't like what it does to bodies in long term, and she said it's only supposed to be used in a short term anyway to adjust your type 2. So she will be taking me off of it. I am taking pictures of what I eat now, so I will still eat like that then. So by the time that Dusty does tie-dye again, I probably will be a medium. I'm going through my clothes now because I'm going to a goth clothing swap and taking the stuff that I don't fit. So, okay, let's see. Anything else? I've said that. And I talked about Ryan Cotton. Those were the things I had for my notes for today. The OTO thing popped up because I saw the thing that the brainwashed, the cult of Scientology, um, on that person's channel, Philion at Philion. And then Aaron and Natalie were talking about this morning and went, okay, fine. I'm being hit over the head with talk about the OTO. So I've talked about the OTO now. So yes, I passed up my opportunity to be worshipped for real. You know, making jokes about starting a religion is one thing. When people really want to worship you, it's the weirdest feeling in the world. It's like, no, 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 thank you. I'll pass. So I think that's it. Now, Dusty didn't say how much he was selling them for. I'm an idol worshiper, very relaxing. Yeah, so when I say don't worship me, I mean it. Scientology actually tried to sue GTA's publisher for the parody, but unsuccessfully. Thank you! Yay! You know, for them wanting to stay out of controversy, boy, do they cause it a lot. My main goal for Scientology right now is to get them out of the tax exempt status. Then after that, there are other people on other channels. Serge is one of them. He's out of the child trafficking part. Um, I can't be part of the child trafficking part because I was abused very by 5 different people between the ages of 5 and 10. So I don't talk about child abuse. So that is Surge. There's Streets LA. Um, that does he started doing protesting because Scientology in LA said nasty things to him about his son who had been in the crossfire of a gang war when his son was not a gang member. So that's how he started working on it. Um, I started working on Scientology because I live in the land of Jonestown. I lived as not a member, but watching it on the news when I was 10 years old. Jonestown. It affected the Bay Area very, very heavily because a lot of the people were from Oakland and San Francisco, and I grew up in Oakland. So that's how I started with Scientology. I started watching Leah Remini and Mike Rinder and went, oh, hell no. And so, um, started watching, the first thing I ever saw about protesting was when all the kids went to Hemet. Jess and Confident Chris and Chris without a Hellcat, when they all went to Hemet to go see what it was like. That was my very first time I saw it. And then decided to go. I wanted to do recaps, but Natalie beat me to it by a week. And I'm like, I can't compete with that because she's an ex Scientology member and she knows a lot more than I know talking about. A lot more knowledge there than I do. So I decided to start going to San Francisco and couldn't get myself there, but Davey Mismanaged, who I call Xenu's daddy, uh, did a tour up here and was doing the little ones and I said, if you go to San Francisco, I'll meet you there. So I did. So he was my first one there. Uh, I think I lived for half an hour, and then I spent the rest of the time that Davey Mismanaged was um, living with his stepfather, who was a very sweet man. So that's how I got started. Um, Dusty started talking to me because I was from San Francisco and he was from San Francisco. $35 donation, yes. And he was from Newark, I was from Oakland, but we say San Francisco. And we used to tease each other. And then he finally came up and we met each other. And I got to meet him and Rib Guy because he dropped off Dusty. And Dusty and I get along like a house on fire. We get along like siblings. So he's my little brother. He is my anti Scientology little brother. So I do promote him and he comes and visits when he can. I'm down 20 pounds just running around streaming. See, you can use streaming as your workout. And I'm not surprised. He does stream on Fridays, and he streams when Clearwater built an outdoor arena, and he goes out, which is right near Scientology. Unfortunately, they have one of the best spots downtown, of course. Um, and so he'll go and protest. Cheryl protests, Aaron protests. There's a couple of other people that come and go. There was one person who didn't live stream, but she protested, got arrested because Scientology called the cops on her. Scientology's called the cops on me 4 times. And I think the last time they called on me, they said it was a buh. And ever since then, they haven't been dumb enough to call the cops on me again, probably because the cops gave them. San Francisco police do not like Scientology. So they don't treat them any differently. They don't treat them any worse or better. But I'm also a native. And the last time they called the cops on me, I think it was a buh, and the cops were not amused. So I think they've been pretty much told to not call the police on me because I'm not doing anything wrong. Um, I just immediately my eyes went to Fuzz said that's hilarious, and then I went right down to goth clothing swaps are organized by color. This one's actually different, believe it or not. This goth clothing swap, um, there are people who have high school age children, so it's also going to be a clothing swap for kids who want to get jobs and need um real like office appropriate clothes that they wouldn't have because they're kids. So I'm also bringing things that are not black that I don't wear anymore because I do not wear black all the time. Oh, also, I'm a goth chick. I'm just got a Hello Kitty problem. Um, so yeah, I'm bringing things that are not black. And that could be considered office clothes, or even things that are black that could be considered office clothes. There's a really cool skirt that doesn't fit me anymore that has like a floral print on it. It's really cool. So it's not just going to be like, it will be by color now, but it just won't be black. See, so yes, protesting is good for you. And I have protested since I was 10 years old. And I grew up in the 70s. I am 58 years old. And I love saying that. My mother wouldn't let me say my age when she was alive, so because I was the last kid on the totem pole with my biological parents. So I was the youngest one in my whole family until I was 16. 14, 15 on my mother's side. 16. Yes. Okay. Thank you for putting Fuzz's uh, uh link up, Fuzz. Thank you for putting Dusty's link up, Fuzz. I think I've talked myself off. Only 12 minutes over. Wow. I thought I was being very deep today. Anyway, so everybody watch tomorrow. It's going to be 6 o'clock Eastern, the Clearwater Council meeting. I'll be watching it. I am not going to have a live tomorrow. Carrie Ann and I will probably have our Old Tifa live, which is on Old Tifa. We talk about the government or the political for a couple of hours. Tonight, Carrie Ann, she is one of my moderators, should be doing Wheel tonight. Are you doing Wheel tonight, Missy? Let's see. I am. I'm taking care of the leg. I can work tonight because I don't move. Literally, it's like I'm glad I don't smoke. I'm glad I don't drink at clubs. I learned a long time ago not to drink anything at a club because then I'd have to pee. Um, so I won't be walking around on it. And I'm getting closer now that I know. Oh, wrong computer. Now that I know I'm legitimately um, getting better, I know what to do with it. So let me see if she has it up. Uh, I'm trying to get her. Oops, come on. I hate when this happens. There we go. It popped up with a thingy. It popped up with a thingy. Yep. Nope. No. Are we doing a wheel tonight? Does anybody know? She had Sunday, but not Wednesday. Yes. No. Okay. Well, supposedly Carrie Ann's supposed to be on her channel, which is Hey Carrie Ann, at 6 o'clock. It's fun. She has a big cat. He's awesome. She has a dachshund who's adorable. Will is on tonight. Okay. So I'll be able to watch part of it. Oh, actually, I'll be able to watch the whole thing, but I'll be getting dressed second half because I have to go work tonight. So I'll take care of the leg. And I think sitting down has actually done some good. I just have to, you have confirmation. Cool. I just have to make sure I don't keep working on my laundry. So, okay, guys, if you want to like see the what went down, because it's only like an hour, I think. in the Clearwater thing. Go to it. Put it on double speed. Thanks, guys, for being here. Putting up with my prattling because God knows I didn't have any kind of focus whatsoever by the time I got here. Next time, the minute my leg starts hurting, I'll sit down because I was set to go until my leg really hurt. Thank you, Fuzz. So, okay, guys.